Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Notando and I make videos on construction, lifestyle and travel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. Please do not forget to like the video. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about things I love about QSing. So the first thing that I love about quantity surveying is subcontractor management and appointment. Like, I don't know, I think if you go through my construction related videos, I talk a lot about subcontractors, my interaction with subcontractors, appointing subcontractors, how to do better as a subcontractor, because it's such a big portion of the job as a quantity surveyor. But besides that, like, I enjoy the human interactions with them. I enjoy the different characters that I encounter, and I also enjoy, like, you know, in the beginning stages when you need to pick a subcontractor, like making someone's dream come true in a way, especially when you have the opportunity where you're like picking the best one to do the job and then seeing how happy they are to like get appointed and stuff. That's one of my favorite things about quantity surveying as a whole. Like, I really enjoy subcontractor adjudication and appointment. That process to me is just so good, and I root for everybody to win, but it's just so nice when you find that one that fits well in the job, that does the job well and then finishes well. Ooh, that's my favorite part. Number two is hybrid work. So depending on where you work, whether you're site-based or whether you are office-based, quantity surveying can come with hybrid work. And that to me is perfecto. This job does not require you to be working at one location, at one spot. The job is doable wherever you are. Yes, you are required to go to site every now and then, which is what can also make it hybrid, especially if you're office based. So every now and then you go to sites, you see what's happening on sites, you correlate what's on site with what you have. I love that. I also love that it can come with loads of traveling. So depending on where your sites are, you can travel wherever they are. That's the other thing that I like. I think when I did my personality test in I need to do another one. In 2018, I think, one of the things that was stated was that Natanda does not like being in one space for too long. So it works well with me being like, I need to be like a bird. Like, I don't want to sit here all the time doing the same thing. I enjoy that about being a QS. The other thing that I love about quantity surveying is the ability to specialize. So QSing is very broad. It is very broad. I'm sure if you watch my channel. So I like the ability to specialize in one thing or in one trade or in one path. So you can be like a mining quantity surveyor. You can be a commercial building quantity surveyor. You can move into electrical, you can move into MEP, you can move into plumbing. There's ways in which you can just focus on one trade. So that's what I like about QSing. Another thing that I like about quantity surveying is that it's not too repetitive. Yes, you have the cycle where you need cost reports, payments, but no 2 months are exactly the same. Like, it's not like you know that exactly this month I reported this and this is what's going to be reported, because things never go according to plan. So the work almost feels different every time. So if you are the type of person who gets bored and doing the exact same thing over and over again, I think QSing could be for you. But I also like that about it. And also there's so much to do, which can also be the stressful part of it. But if today I'm not feeling like doing this portion, I can do something else and still be productive. Like, it's not like this is what you need to do every single day is the exact same thing that you need to do. There's so much to do that depending on how you're feeling and where you feel like you'll be most productive, you can focus on doing that. The other thing I love about it is that it is internationally recognized. So there's opportunities for you to relocate and work anywhere in the world. Actually, you can work in Dubai, you can work in Australia, the UK. It is so broad that there's an opportunity for you to work anywhere. Everybody kind of speaks the same language. So I love that about it. It's a very broad and international career that you can do anywhere in the world. You can also branch out. So as a QS, yes, you can be QS and do like QS responsibilities, but I have a friend who is now like a property specialist. So you can be a property specialist. I have a friend who's an operations manager. With the earlier point when I was talking about specializing, I meant like specializing in a specific trade within you being a QS. But there's also an opportunity for you to branch out outside of just being a quantity surveyor. So you can be a property specialist, you can be an operations manager, which uses the same skills here and there of what a QS would do, but you're not necessarily doing QS responsibilities. So there's like an opportunity for you to broaden your journey in the quantity surveying profession. You pretty much do anything that is buildings related because of how broad the profession itself is. You can branch out and be, what do they call them? A quantity specialist. I heard that recently. So apparently what a quantity specialist does is work with lawyers. So if people are fighting over claims, lawyers will bring in a quantity specialist, which I think is just a quantity surveyor, but a quantity specialist who works specifically with lawyers to quantify the work and whether or not people are being realistic in this litigation or fight that they're having about money or quantities or whatever. So you can do that, which doesn't necessarily involve the everyday life cycle of a QS. So that's also pretty cool, don't you think? What I also like about being a QS is that you get like insight on how a business is ran. So the QS is present in all stages of the construction life cycle. So you get to see how money is made, how contracts are formed, how the business runs pretty much, which is such an important and transferable skills that you can actually run your own business in a different, even if it's not related to like building per se. So you learn how a business is ran because you get insight in all the stages of the business. Another thing that I like about being a QS is that you're present in all stages. Like, you're so important, you're valuable. You're needed from conception, you're needed when the project is ongoing, you're needed when you need to close out the project. So you get insight on all the stages of construction, which I think is pretty cool. You also get to interact with various professionals within the construction, engineering, built environment, mining, whatever field you're in industry. You get to work with planners, you get to work with the procurement team, you get to work with designers, sometimes even you get to work with engineers. You work with everyone within the project that you even get an insight on what they do. I think that's pretty cool. Overall, I just like that it's a type of career where the skills are transferable. You can literally run your own thing just by what you're being exposed to. You can provide consulting services just from a portion of your work. You can measure for somebody, you can price for someone, you can help someone in contractual agreements or drafting, you can help someone calculate certain portions of work. So the skills that you gain are so transferable that even without, let's say, a fixed job, you on your own can somehow use those skills to benefit yourself, even if you don't have a job. That's one thing. That's a big thing that I like about QSing, especially when you have the experience and you've gained it. And with that said, I've had an interesting journey as a QS. It hasn't been smooth. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down. But overall, these are the things that I picked up that I personally like about QSing and what I like about my career so far, and things that excite me within it. Obviously, there are things that I do not enjoy about the career. Today, I thought I'd be a bit more positive and just share the things that I like and what I've been exposed to. And yeah, you can let me know down in the comments what you like about this industry, or what you like about being a QS if you're a QS, if you're an engineer or whatever. So yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it gave you a bit of insight on things that you can look forward to if you have not joined the industry. And if you are in the industry but you're going through the low, just know that I've been there and I'm here, and there's still the silver lining in the journey. So you will probably get to a point where you're just like, hey, this ain't so bad. I like it. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. See you later in another video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mwah.